And welcome once again, the Machine Gun Preacher, Sam Childers. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, thank you.
Your family, have they found it a bit tough with you going over so often?
You know, for me to sit here and say it's not hard on a marriage, I would be wrong to say, but my wife handles it because she has a call on her life. She runs the church in the States. My daughter runs the entire nonprofit. So my daughter, the one that I put God first and put my children where they're supposed to be, under the wife. You know, so many times as Christians, we want to put our children first. But it's supposed to be God, then man, then your wife, then your children. And that's how I lined everything up. God was first. And I put God before my children. My daughter actually hated me for years. But she's seen the truth, why I did it, and now she runs the nonprofit.
And so what's God telling you now? Where are you heading now?
You know, we got a lot of expansions going on. We're actually getting ready to build a 4-story building inside of Uganda. You know, most orphanages, children, when they're 15, 16 years old, you got to leave. Our orphanage, as long as you will go to school and get good grades, we'll keep schooling you. We have children in universities now. So we're building an orphanage that will have in the first floor a supermarket, a restaurant, a few other businesses. So the children going to university will also be taught a trade. So in the evenings, or if they're going to school in the evenings, in the daytime, they can work in these projects, make some extra money, and at the same time learn a trade, plus go to university. So we're building an orphanage in Uganda now, a new one, and we're building one in Ethiopia, and these are big projects. Plus, I'm getting ready to go inside of Somalia right now and do some work in Somalia.
Fantastic. You said, looking back, maybe if you'd made your decision for Christ a little bit earlier, you know, perhaps things might have been a bit easier for you, but you wouldn't have achieved everything you've achieved.
You know, it's so true. You know, the biggest thing is that I tell people is don't think you have messed up so bad that God can't use you. Because I was the most messed up person there was, and I'm still messed up. And it proves the fact that God will use anybody. Like my mom said years ago, I walked into a room, there was people in the room, my wife, my mom, a few other ladies, and ended up, I said, God just spoke to me. And the one lady said, well, why would God speak to you? And my mom spoke up and she said, well, why wouldn't he? He spoke to a donkey. So, you know, I'm just here to say, listen, God will speak to you, and he is speaking to you. Just listen. And if he can use me, imagine what he can do for you.
The church that you built,
Yep.
that we saw in the movie. Now, that's a very different kind of church, isn't it?
It's still running to this day, but you know, is it really a different kind of church, or is it the kind of church that Christ wants us to have? You know, so many times we build our churches today for religious people or Christian people. But are we building churches for the people that are still living in the world? You know, I believe that church should be a refuge for people that are lost, broken, addicted, you know. But, you know, sometimes we don't concentrate on those people, and we want to concentrate on the Christian people. We build a church that concentrates on people that is broken inside, that is addicted to drugs, and is doing very well.